Welcome to Front Row. Top news in the Virgin Islands is told only by JTV. On the front row of today's edition, residents urged to visit elderly with Alzheimer's. Non-stop concert moves to the festival ground, and the food handlers are said to be the major defaulters at establishments. We'll also hear about students of the Eslin Henley Ritchie Learning Center who are out raising funds via a competition. The details are coming up.
We know that where you choose to bank matters, and it is your vote on what your funds do in strengthening our community. As your official Bank of Paradise, we invest and support the lifeblood of our economy by helping in the realization of personal goals for homeownership, education, and entrepreneurial visions, which support small businesses. We make it our place to connect with persons and worthy causes, and we have been doing so for more than 30 years. Where your money goes and what your dollars empower are your choice. And we thank you for choosing us, a bank that gives where it matters the most, for you, for our community, and a happier tomorrow. The National Bank of the Virgin Islands.
Everyone looks to the future, but no one truly knows what the future holds.
The number of people under the age of 20 with type 2 diabetes could increase by 49% by 2050. Let it be known that we all have a 30% chance of developing hypertension.
Globally, more than 300 million people of all ages suffer from depression.
More than 60,000 young adults aged 20 to 39 are diagnosed with cancer each year.
Obesity leads to problems such as stroke, heart disease, and kidney failure.
No matter your race, age, or color, we are all at risk.
These diseases can be managed or prevented if caught early.
But with the right medicine and the right doctors to keep us on a path to live a robust and healthy life,
we will live well.
Opiate. Hi, I'm Cowboy, and I'm running for president of Stake. Thank you. And I will meet your needs. Some bathrooms are so expensive to build, they come with security. But at Staycation Butchers, our meats are affordable. People always ask me, Cowboy, where does your salmon come from? Well, our salmon comes from the water. A vote for Cowboy is a vote for quality, integrity, and consistency. So come into Staycation Butchers and cast your vote for me, your next president of Steak. Alexandra Durant approves this message.
No, I don't.
Now, getting right into the details of the front row news for this edition. What it does for the brain cannot be found in a pharmacy, but rather it's available with your vocal cords and instruments. Music.
Did you ever know that you're my hero? This is the way we praise the Lord. Yeah, what do you say? Say this is the way we praise the Lord.
And the music is prescribed with no limits, with the exception of some level of caution when it comes to volume for persons living with and affected by dementia.
About dementia and support, today is about music and the brain. And I do have an aunt in Nevis. On my last trip, I actually got to see her, and she's also suffering from dementia. She's losing her memory, and she had not so good recollection of who's around, recognizing anyone. I had not seen her in so many years, and she could not recognize me. But before we left, I saw the family around her started to sing songs and sing hymns. And with the memory that we thought was gone, I actually saw her start to sing every word, lyric for lyric, and I was amazed she was even harmonizing. So we want to encourage people to keep close to music. The music is very, very attached to our memories and the experiences that we have. So I'm happy to be here and just...
I want us all to give the Virgin Islands Alzheimer's Association a round of applause for putting forward such an event for us all. You know, Alzheimer's is something that we don't want to have to deal with, but it is something that we might have to deal with. You know, being a young brother growing up, seeing my grandmother going through dementia, it was my first introduction into it. I didn't really understand much about it, but over the course of the years, I've had other elders within my community, or even within this community, that I've seen go through the changes within their lives, and I see what it does and how it affects the family members around them. So if I can say anything before I leave here, God spare my life, I would say to each and every one of us all, love those around you. Love them unconditionally. Let go of things. Let go. Let go of the things that are around you. Do not hold on to anything. Because the only thing that we grasp is life. That's the only thing we control is our own life. The Master controls it all, but we control what we do with our lives. So if I can say anything to us all, let go. Love and peace.
It was the first of its kind for the BVI Alzheimer's Association, a day of music and the brain, which received commendations and support of the Minister for Health and the Social Development, Honorable Vincent O. Wheatley.
Now, I've spent a lot of time over the last year visiting a lot of seniors. And I was observing these persons. One thing I've noticed is that seniors who receive a lot of visitors and are constantly engaged tend to fight off Alzheimer's and memory loss more than those who receive few visitors. Visit your aging relatives, please. As someone who both parents suffered immense memory loss, I know the frustration of dealing with somebody with Alzheimer's and severe memory loss. Thanks to the Alzheimer's Association and their programs, when I became better aware and when I understood better how to deal with somebody suffering from Alzheimer's, it made life a lot easier. I remember going to my father. When you get there, he would call me by my brother's name. I would say, no, this is Vincent, not Albert. 5 minutes later, he called me Vaughn. No, this is Vincent. And this went on like that. And in these circumstances, you tend to not want to speak to them or carry on a conversation, and that is the worst thing to do. When I understood how to deal with them, I began to have fun with my parents who were losing their memory. Because all of a sudden now, I took control of the conversation and not them, because they can't articulate very clearly and cohesively because of their condition. I learned I had to take control of the conversation, and it didn't matter what I said, because the following day, they can't remember anyway. Sometimes I would cuss them out and I got so frustrated, because the following day they loved me still. And I would tell them, sometimes I would like spend a week or two and I'm going to look for them. When I went, I was here yesterday. They couldn't argue with me. And they, oh, I forgot. So I started having fun with my parents, and they enjoyed the interaction. They really enjoyed. Again, the thing you need to do with these persons, make sure they're constantly engaged. It can be frustrating, I've been through it. Just learn to control the conversation and make the very best of it. This awareness should not be underestimated.
Music and the Brain was held on Saturday, June 3, 2023 at the Cyril B. Romney Turtle Pier Park, and according to the BVI Alzheimer's Association, this will now be an annual feature.
Rescued me, hallelujah, my darkness turned to light. He's the light. This is real true love.
The government of the Virgin Islands non-stop concert scheduled for June 30, 2023 is shifted from Brandywine Bay Beach to the festival grounds in the heart of Rotown, Tortola, and is now set to kickstart Festival 2023.
The stage for the non-stop concert will remain up after the event, which will allow for even more pre-festival activities. This will result in significant cost savings and the opportunity to raise funds.
Premier and Minister of Finance, Dr. the Honorable Natalia D. Whitley, says this shift is in response to public voices.
Since my announcement of the non-stop concert just about a week ago, there has been much discussion in our community. For me, it is democracy at work, and it is good that persons are openly expressing their views. I'm not deaf to the concerns I have heard from the people of the Virgin Islands. We want to ensure that our festival celebrations receive maximum support, and we want to ensure our hard-earned tax money is spent well. While we are making adjustments, it is important to note that this event is about building our tourism product and building our economy. Contrary to what some have said, it is not just a big expensive party. It is not a VIP celebration, neither is it a pat on the back or a victory lap. This is a good-natured, well-intentioned effort to promote our first American airline nonstop flight between Miami and Beef Island. It is an effort to build entertainment tourism in the Virgin Islands, and it is an effort to improve the economy that will sustain all of us. This nonstop flight to the BVI presents a major opportunity for us as a jurisdiction. We must all be invested in its success. We must all do what we can to market this route. Already, one of the headliners for the non-stop concert, Conscience, has recorded a video message promoting this flight that will be shared via social media with hundreds of thousands of his fans around the world. The Tourist Board is preparing to market this concert in Miami and southeastern United States to create more awareness of this flight and to encourage bookings. The Tourist Board will also be engaging markets in Puerto Rico, the United States Virgin Islands, and the Caribbean to promote this event. This concert is also part of a larger effort to build the entertainment industry in the Virgin Islands. Events such as these create economic benefits for our society, especially crucial in the traditional slower season in the summer. Car rentals, barber shops, hairdressers, clothing stores, disc jockeys, radio stations, media companies, ferry companies, bars, restaurants, hotels, and our Virgin Islands artists see much more increased economic activity as a result of events like these. Government also collects more taxes from visitors spurred by activities such as this. This has been proven with the Buju Banton concert, the BVI music festivals of the past, the Leverick Bay and One VI poker runs, Christmas in July, and so many more events.
There are some universal do's and don'ts when it comes to food safety.
So it's important so today is important day for us, and we're calling each and everyone in the BVI to practice and encourage them to practice good food safety. Purchase safe food, store it properly in the freezer, in the refrigerator, in the dry storage, prepare it properly, cook it at the right temperatures, serve it properly to people. And we all know it starts on the farm. And the farmers put in the right inputs, not too much pesticide, the right fertilizers, to ensure that when the food comes to the table, the food is safe from the farm to the table. Your vegetables in the refrigerator should be in the vegetable compartment, and ensure that the fridge has a temperature of 41 degrees and below. Generally, we encourage people to keep their fridge at 37, 38 degrees Fahrenheit to ensure the food is kept safe. Nobody should use anything like that. If it has these blemishes and these mold-like conditions, they should not use it. Use this thing and this, and food like this should not use that. This has that expiry dates on it and dented somewhat here. This discolored, expiry dates on it, and so on. They should not be using that. And people should not use them. So when you go to the grocery store, you should look for sound quality food. All right? The other aspect of the importance of World Food Safety Day is public health. We want to prevent foodborne diseases in people. First, people who live in the BVI, and secondly, people who visit us here in the BVI. We don't want them to come here, partake of our food, and get ill. The other aspect of World Food Safety Day is food security. And the BVI enact legislation called Food Security Bill, and that sets out various food topics that are important to the BVI, and one of them is food safety. Without food safety, you can't have food security. Because if the food is not safe, it cannot be eaten, we have to dispose it.
It must have been adhering to those and other measures that resulted in 7 at the Pier winning Cyril B. Romney Tertullo Pier Park Prize for having the highest food safety standards in that facility, a prize from the Environment Health Department.
We do a lot of inspections in the BVI of food safety, and we have seen improvement in a lot of areas. There are some areas that need to improve on, continuous process. What we find in the BVI is that they have the facilities to ensure food safety, the hand hygiene facilities, the dishwashing facilities, the refrigerators, the freezers, and so on. And one of the challenges we are facing is the practices of some of the food handlers, and we are working on that by continuous training, continuous monitoring, regular inspections, and awareness in these people. And the public also, we want to continuously educate the public so they can help us spot these problems and report them to us.
June 7 was observed as World Food Safety Day under the theme, Food Standard Saves Lives. Entering their classrooms, find them fully engaged. But even more gratifying is the blessings they send you off with. One may be tempted to pass by there daily just to feel that sincere blessings they gave as you are about to leave. But JTV was there for something more. Some of the students need to get your buy-in. Buy-in to helping them raise funds for their school, the Eslyn Henley Richer Learning Center.
My diamond feel to me.
Mashallah, that's me.
What's going to talk? Vote for me. It's good. Serious girl for me. Mano, don't know me. Well, it's good for me. Well,
Jacob Edward, vote for me.
Renee Salmon wants your vote. Now, what's this all about?
Okay, before I came here, they had Mr. and Mrs. Eslyn Henley before, but not in this way where they will go out and get $1 for a vote. So I said, why not turn it into a way that we could do a fundraiser and the school would benefit from it, where every child is a winner here at Eslyn Henley. So we came up with the idea where the parents and the child would go out, and it's like a promotion for the school as well. They would go out and talk and let them know what they're doing and stuff like that. As ambassadors for Mr. and Mrs. Eslyn Henley, they will be going out, like for when the schools are going out for different places throughout the year. Mr. and Mrs. Eslin Henley will be going out to represent the school.
They continue to do it for youths with youths.
We don't just say that children are the future. We are here to welcome that future as it is alive and well today.
The BVI Tourist Board and the Film Commission has pulled off yet another speech competition to give one youth the opportunity to become the official Junior Tourism Ambassador for the year. 5 schools participated: Brigado Flax Educational Center, Siboney School of Excellence, Claudio Criqui Educational Center, Elmore Stout High School, and St. George's Secondary School.
The Global Wellness Institute defines wellness tourism as travel associated with the pursuit of maintaining or enhancing one's personal well-being. This has also projected a market growth of 20.9% by 2025. With this in mind, think of an additional $92 million added to our revenue from wellness tourism. We cannot let this sustainable sleeping tourism giant remain dormant.
Building a resilient and sustainable tourism workforce is crucial for the success of the Caribbean tourism industry. To address these aforementioned challenges, we need to invest in training programs, acquire technological resources, and foster a culture of excellence and motivation among our workforce. By taking these steps, we can elevate the Caribbean's tourism industry and solidify our position as a global premier tourism destination.
Accessibility tourism is tremendously important to our British Virgin Islands because tourism is one of our territory's main sustainable and substantial economic pillars. Therefore, accessibility tourism is vital to economic growth and a sustainable tourism product.
The tropical climate, the sandy beaches, the pristine waters, the British Virgin Islands, the epitome of natural beauty, is not just any tourist destination. It is a paradise that should be accessible and enjoyed by all. Accessibility is not only a responsible tourism policy, but also a moral obligation.
According to the Global Wellness Institute, wellness tourism is the integration of health and spirituality to promote healing and enlightenment. What we plan to do is to integrate our nature-based assets, such as the noni plant and lemongrass, with spirituality to transform the well-being of all visitors.
The competition featured 2 segments, a pre-prepared speech and an impromptu presentation. At the end, Elmore Stout High School Naomi Onwufuji was judged the first place winner. Naomi, congratulations on today's win. As now the new junior ambassador for the British Virgin Islands Tourist Board, what's the first thing you want to embark on?
Truly, I want to make some of the things I recommended become a reality because accessibility really means a lot to me. I have family that are disabled, so I would love for them to be able to still enjoy our home. And yeah, so just to make some of the things that I spoke about today a reality.
Okay, disability is one of the main ones. What is the main challenge you see persons with disability facing, not only tourists but residents alike?
Wheelchairs and also the menus. When my grandfather goes to the restaurant, he has problems with sight and things like that. So he always has to have on his thick glasses and it's really hard for him. So he has to have people reading the menus for him. I just would like him to feel like nothing's wrong with him. He's perfectly fine as he is and he can enjoy those things like everybody else can.
Okay, so how do you intend to go about promoting accessibility for everyone?
Well, I intend to use my new position to really push my ideas with the tourist board and just with everyone in general.
All right, awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Brigado Flax Educational Center, Shayna Kanai came in second and Siboney's Valentine placed third. Present from the start to the end and was a keen listener and observer throughout the presentations by the youths, Junior Minister for Tourism and Culture, Honorable Luz Hodges-Smith.
I observed and I saw a lot of the skills and stuff that we learn in Toastmasters on this stage here today. There were hand gestures, there was vocal variety, they seemed very relaxed, they had eye contact, eye contact with their audience, their diction was good, they were well spoken and they were well presented. And they also shared with us a lot of ideas, a lot of wonderful ideas. Local cuisine with the wellness tourism, poor customer service is recognized, and yes, we do have to make a lot of improvement in that area. Accessibility tourism and beach wheelchair and access ramps. And the ITT project, very interesting. The illumination and transformation through information. I think there were some wonderful ideas shared. And as I said, during round 2 was the mystery question. I think they all did well, on their feet, because sometimes even in Toastmasters it's called impromptu speaking or table topic. And I think they did very, very well in that area.
All the participants walked away with gifts. That will do it for this edition of Front Row Top News in the Virgin Islands, as told only by us here at JTV. Remember, we invite you to continue to follow us on all our social media platforms, including our website at JahphixTelevision.com. I'm Kathy Richards. Thank you so much for tuning in.
We know that where you choose to bank matters, and it is your vote on what your funds do in strengthening our community. As your official Bank of Paradise, we invest and support the lifeblood of our economy by helping in the realization of personal goals for homeownership, education, and entrepreneurial visions, which support small businesses. We make it our place to connect with persons and worthy causes, and we have been doing so for more than 30 years. Where your money goes and what your dollars empower are your choice. And we thank you for choosing us, a bank that gives where it matters the most, for you, for our community, and a happier tomorrow. The National Bank of the Virgin Islands.
Everyone looks to the future, but no one truly knows what the future holds.
The number of people under the age of 20 with type 2 diabetes could increase by 49% by 2050.
Let it be known that we all have a 30% chance of developing hypertension.
Globally, more than 300 million people of all ages suffer from depression.
More than 60,000 young adults aged 20 to 39 are diagnosed with cancer each year. Obesity leads to problems such as stroke, heart disease, and kidney failure.
No matter your race, age, or color, we are all at risk.
These diseases can be managed or prevented if caught early.
But with the right medicine and the right doctors to keep us on a path to live a robust and healthy life,
we will live well.
Opiate. Hi, I'm Cowboy, and I'm running for president of Steak. Thank you. And I will meet your needs. Some bathrooms are so expensive to build, they come with security. But at Staycation Butchers, our meats are affordable. People always ask me, Cowboy, where does your salmon come from? Well, our salmon comes from the water. I vote for Cowboy. As a vote for quality, integrity, and consistency. So come into Staycation Butchers and cast your vote for me, your next president of steak. Alexandra Durant approves this message.
No, I don't.
Plug into Digicel Plus and get even more entertainment with Disney Plus included. The best of Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, and National Geographic all in one place. Whenever you want, plug into Plus to enjoy Disney Plus and much more with a home fiber bundle. Sign up today. Digicel Plus.